The central bank normally, in its forecasting, uses banknotes that are replaced. It's one of the factors. So what happens is that currently we have what we call clean note policy, which the whole industry is complying with. So whenever currencies are worn out, these currencies are timely removed from circulation, and when it comes to the central bank has procedures in place to do away with these currencies, and then we replace them. In the same way, when you have a worn out dress, I think that you don't want to be wearing it all the time. You have to replace it. It's in the same way. If you keep worn out currencies in circulation, there are two issues, or even three. One issue is that, first of all, it affects the image of the country, as I said. That is number one. You don't really want to handle very dirty notes. So that is one thing. Secondly, we always use we use machineries, ATMs, other instruments to issue and redeem currencies into the general public. And when these currencies are worn out and you are standing by an ATM, how would that dirty or worn out notes, or notes that are not even transportable, be issued to you? So that is why the central bank continuously remove these banknotes from circulation and does away with them. The third issue is that when banknotes are worn out, it is not even possible to distinguish between a genuine note and a counterfeit note when they are worn out. So if we leave all banknotes in circulation that are worn out, we will not even be able to screen or examine or sort them. So because of that, not only Bank of Ghana, throughout the world, timely removal of unfit banknotes or worn out notes from circulation is one of the objectives of the central bank. The central bank, through its engagement with its stakeholders, continue to do education. We have an educational committee. We go around. When we are issuing banknotes, we have flyers going around that we try to educate the public. So I think that as we celebrate the Ghana month, let's do ourselves a lot of good to educate the public on how to keep the currency. And as I've said, it is the business card you have. It is the only thing that everybody has. When somebody wants to know Ghana and they come into the country, the first time they get in contact with is the currency. So help us to market Ghana by keeping the currency clean. The central bank, through its engagement with its stakeholders, continue to do education. We have an educational committee. We go around. When we are issuing banknotes, we have flyers going around that we try to educate the public. So I think that as we celebrate the Ghana month, let's do ourselves a lot of good to educate the public on how to keep the currency. And as I've said, it is the business card you have. It is the only thing that everybody has. When somebody wants to know Ghana and they come into the country, the first time they get in contact with is the currency. So help us to market Ghana by keeping the currency clean. Counterfeiting is everywhere. So when we say counterfeit, somebody takes a photocopier and copies a banknote, it's a counterfeit. Somebody takes a printer and then copies the banknote, it's a counterfeit. So the central bank, but what the central bank is always guarding against is to make sure that the features that is used to authenticate the banknote is way ahead of the counterfeiter. So because of that, the central bank always monitors the level of counterfeiting in circulation and tries timely to introduce features to be able to go ahead of the counterfeiter. So as you realize, in 2019, the central bank had to upgrade the banknotes to ensure that the central bank is way ahead of the counterfeiter. So in our campaign, or our educational campaign, we also educate the public on the counterfeits so that you are aware. And it will surprise you to know that the Makola woman is easily able to identify the counterfeits when they see them. So they are aware. So you also be aware and then also pass on the information to the general public. So the best way to combat counterfeit is education. Be aware of the features so that if there is an issue with counterfeit or you are confronted with it, you are able to distinguish between them. But as far as our data is concerned, we don't have any challenges with counterfeits. As far as the central bank data is concerned, we don't have problems with counterfeits in the country.
For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.